what's good, y'all? So it's Not Real. Welcome to my channel, TGod Not Real. So today I'm doing my first video of the hashtag AskATransman series. So if you want to be a part of that, you can either email me if you want to be featured physically, and I put my email in the description box. Or if you can't come to Durham or North Carolina at all, it's cool because you can always submit them electronically, and I put the link to that as well in the description too. So,
hey everybody, I'm Will, friend of the fam, you feel me, through class. So yeah.
Poli-sci major.
Poli-sci major.
Poli-sci.
I changed my major.
You know what a lot of people do, bro? It's okay because I'm changing it to journalism.
Okay.
It fits. I mean, I might as well, bro.
Might as well.
I got the camera, got the video.
Yeah.
Documentary.
Got the iPad.
Might as well do it. Kill two birds with one stone. Why not? So, alright, so anyway, so the purpose of this series is to gain an understanding about transgenderness, and also because some people really want to know, but with questions, some people might not know how to ask them, and some people might be, rude or whatever. So what I'm doing is I'm opening up that dialogue. You can ask me whatever, anything, just try not to be disrespectful, even if you try not to, and by try not to, I mean don't be off the wall. Yes, you can ask me what's in my pants, ask me if I had surgery or not. If you want, you can even ask me how I have sex, but don't be no disrespectful person. Don't sit up here and say, oh, you still a female, because if I hit you, it's not gonna feel like a female hit you. It's not gonna feel like a female hit you.
And if my bro hit you, I'm gonna hit you.
Yeah, it's SOS over here. We smashed
Bless
the
up.
leg.
Everybody getting hit. So,
all right.
You ready to start? I'm gonna go ahead and start this off. So this is, I think, like one of the most common questions that people want to know. So what are some questions that annoy you? Like questions that you get on the street that you just kind of like, why would you ask that?
Let's see.
If there are any.
Before, so okay, so how would I have sex thing? That's okay, so it used to be annoying. Like, especially, like, even identifying as a lesbian, that's like, that's one of the.
You identify as a lesbian?
Yeah, no, used to. Used to. So, like, back when I was in, like, high school.
Yeah.
Now, that question kind of got old. But now, I mean, strap on, of course. I can't insert it. It's growing, though, but I can't.
It's growing. Y'all be on the lookout. Growth. Hashtag growth. Hashtag growth.
It's going.
Yo, okay, so the second question is, so when did you start fully expressing your gender identity?
I wanted to my freshman year. So my freshman year was the first year I actually told people I wanted to transition. I only told about 4. So I talked to someone in the LGBT center my freshman year, but I did not go through it until April of this year. So yeah, April 2018.
Okay. So this question kind of like came out of a lot of these questions, but so how is your journey as a black trans man different from you say your counterparts who are white, like because I know there's already a lot of toxic energy in the black community, you know what I'm saying, just in general. So I actually understand it. So a lot of people don't take in consideration that a lot of black people who are deeply religious were actually conditioned and brainwashed to having those ideas and beliefs. And so where we are trying to tether into, do we go with what we've always known and what we were forced to believe, or do we start to develop our own thoughts and our own opinions? And I think that's where we are right now. So white people have already been through that phase. Right. And we're getting to that phase now. See, every time you bring up, whether it be anything LGBT related, what they always say, it's a sin. It's a sin. Oh yeah.
It's a sin.
Really,
like they always say, it's a sin.
Really?
So I feel like, I'm not gonna speak for white trans men, because I can say on the outside looking in, I feel like they might, definitely, like, nah, for real. You type in hashtag trans man, you not gonna see nothing but white trans men.
White trans men, yeah.
So what I do, if I post a tag, like all my videos, they're tagged black trans men. And I do that because when I go to YouTube, I want to look at black trans men. I want to know who has that same experience as I do. So I feel like, they're they're, you know, because they're well represented and everybody, you know, they wouldn't be as phased.
They have a magazine. Out magazine was created for white people. So
like,
bless up.
Let's look at like a lot of people don't even know there's a Black Human Rights Campaign, the National Black Justice Coalition, NBJC. See?
I'm just not finding that out. Not
Right.
even a poli-sci major.
Right.
So, okay, so I'm gonna skip this question. We'll come back to it. But
Okay.
so, what is and what has been your biggest fear since coming out trans? Like, obviously, the Black trans community there's so much violence perpetrated against you all. You know, like, do you fear for your life every day?
So as of right now, because the facture is slowly coming in slowly. It's taking too long. But as of right now, the only thing that I have really been fearful of, so what I'm doing is like I still use like female restrooms and whatnot.
Right.
And I do that is because I have a very feminine appearance. So my plan is I'm not gonna step foot into the men's restroom until I get some facial hair, until I bulk up, or until I at least, you know, appear that way. Like I don't want anyone, because this is North Carolina. After
HB2 and all that.
Yeah. So after all that happens, all I need is less attention, like for real. I just want to go in. Like people been staring at me in the bathroom since I don't remember.
Right.
Truth be told, like.
And for people who can you break down, because you were poli-sci, can you break down HB2 for people that don't understand it?
Alright, so HB2, House Bill 2, is a North Carolina state law that pretty much says that you have to go to the bathroom that you were assigned with at birth. So here's what happened, because I'm from Charlotte. It all started with a Charlotte City Ordinance, which is pretty much a law on the city level.
Yeah.
It's a city law.
It's a city law.
It's a city law. So, matter of fact, this is how I found out. I walked into AP Chemistry. This was my senior year, so 2016. I walked in AP Chem, and this dude, I'm not gonna say his name, he said, "Oh, so you gonna start using the men's bathroom now?" I said, "What the fuck?
What the hell wrong with this nigga?"
Yeah. I think that was by far the most disrespectful thing I've ever heard. I almost went off, but I walked out calm. I took a breath, walked back in, and then I sat down because I was gonna cuss his ass out. But anyways, so what happened was Charlotte passed a law saying that pretty much if you're trans, you can use whichever restroom you want, and within the city of Charlotte, especially at public restrooms. So somehow the good old state of North Carolina was like, no. So they passed HB2, and HB2 pretty much says that you now have to use a restroom that you with the sex that you identified with at birth. So your birth assigned sex. So, and then you got good old Roy Cooper, who comes and runs his entire campaign on getting rid of HB2, but no, he made it worse. So good old Roy Cooper and all the other, so he's actually a Democrat. He's a North Carolina Democrat. He used to be Attorney General of North Carolina. But they reached a compromise. So the compromise is you have to get permission from the state legislature to use the bathroom. Bullshit. Like
every time you go to the bathroom, you have to listen to what this really means.
Not every time. So you would go to the North Carolina General Assembly, which is on Jones Street in Raleigh, North Carolina. So put this in perspective for you. North Carolina has 100 counties. 100. So they want you to go all the way to Jones Street in Raleigh, North Carolina, in Wake County, to get permission from a whole bunch of people to use the restroom for people you don't even know.
And they can decide whether or not to let you.
Yeah, to say yes or no. But and here's my thing. I'm in the South. Alright, so with the South, a lot of people focus on states' rights and separation from they want a smaller government and this, that, and the third. But I feel like when it comes to what you describe, when it comes to your beliefs and what you don't believe, y'all would just say, screw all that smaller government shit. You gonna try to police what's in my pants? Who the hell is you, nigga? I just want to pee. I just want to pee. I mean, don't get me wrong, because when I get my facial hair, no, you know what? Oh yeah, this is my plan. So when I grow my facial hair, I'm going up to the North Carolina legislator, and I'm a piss in the females' restroom.
Let's do it.
Petty.
Do it.
Alright.
Do it.
Yo, I sure will.
Yeah.
Petty, we gonna record it too.
Yeah. That next.
So, yeah.
Okay, so next question is, was or is your family supportive of your journey?
I think my dad is always gonna be. My dad is. He's really trying to. He's growing. Like, so me and my parents, we're developing our relationship, and we ain't really had the best, but we're trying to improve it.
Yeah.
So yesterday, actually, this is part of the reason why we ain't beat up yesterday. But yesterday I was told by my mom that maybe like all my relationship issues wouldn't happen if I would just date men like God intended. So if you guys don't know, I'm a middle child. So my parents had never been married. They dated in high school, but they didn't have me until they were like 26 going on 27. So my mother, pretty much, my mother has only been married once. The only time, so my little sister is the only time she had a kid inside of a marriage. Both of my parents are divorced, have been married once to different people, but they have both been divorced. My dad is now currently married to my stepmom, but they've been together since I was 3. And they just got married like 3 years ago. So my dad is a lot more supportive. Like, my dad checked her for that, and I really appreciate that.
You checked your mom?
Yeah, I still got to
Good.
I was like, oh shit. But so my dad is my dad's a macho man. So like you wouldn't suspect it, like, just speaking out of the conversation with him. But he has come a very, very long way, and I do appreciate it for that. So. Awesome.
So we go to North Carolina Central University.
Yep.
Eagle Bride. So do you feel that there's adequate support on campus for trans people?
On campus.
And by adequate, I don't mean like the bare minimum. I mean, do you feel comfortable with the support that you get?
So, I can only answer that a little bit because I don't stay on campus. I don't stay on campus, but I do know Tez. You know who Tez is? So Tez is a trans man. So I think I know about 3 trans men on campus and 1 trans woman. I don't think Lavender stays on campus. I know Bennett and Tez do. I think Bennett stays in the in the Kaleidoscope, which is the LGBT learning residence, whatever. And then I think Tez actually was an RA for them last year.
Okay.
So, outside of the housing situation, I pretty much wouldn't pay attention to any other thing outside of support. But I will say this, we are the only HBCU in the nation with a staff LGBTA center. So Morgan State does have one, but they are not staffed. But shout out to Morgan State, y'all doing y'all thing.
Shout out to Morgan State.
And shout out to all the other HBCUs who even have clubs. Not all schools have enough funding to actually support a school-ran center, but shout out to all those HBCUs who are growing and who are learning. Shout out to Winston-Salem, because I think you guys are also trying to do you guys' own thing over there. And Spelman is really good. And A&T stepping up.
Shout out to A&T. Shout out to the rival.
Shout out to y'all.
Home team rocking, but shout out to the rival. Shout out to the rival.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have about 2 more questions. So, do you think with our current presidential shithole, it's a shithole, do you think that we're gonna go backwards as far as LGBT rights?
No, I don't. And that's only because I don't think. I believe you can only go back if you allow someone to take you back. So here's what I think. Not all LGBT people are the same. Just like no one is what is it? Monotheistic? No.
It's something mono.
Monolithic. Monolithic. Yeah, people are not monolithic. Matter of fact, you have a whole entire gun group, and this is why I'm saying this. You have a whole entire group who LGBT with guns. Like, what do you mean? Like, I associate some people who have guns. You're not taking nothing from them. You're not. No. Look, let me tell you something. I will always hide behind somebody with a gun, because I know you ain't you not taking.
From the bullshit.
The only way that you can take something from somebody is if you allow it. to be taken from you. So no, I don't. Nah, like I think it'll be a cold day in hell, just like I think it'll be a cold day in hell for people thinking that the civil rights movement and slavery. It's gonna be a cold day.
Even though Kanye been wild, but that's not the purpose of this video.
Nah, I mean like, but the thing is because when people are when people are scared and like they think everything is gonna change for them, people will pop off. Like you have seen this dozens and dozens of times throughout history, whether it be. Why do you think the Roman Empire fell?
Yeah.
Like, look at Venezuela. You have Egypt. You have look at let's even go back to China. You can travel in time back to Tiananmen Square. Like all this, when people feel like their livelihood is gonna change, and like for lack of a better phrase, when shit hits the fan, it's gonna hit the fan.
Hits the fan. All right, so look, we're gonna wrap this up. This is my last question, and possibly the most important.
Right.
Who is your biggest inspiration in the trans community?
Oh shit. That's a good question. That's a good question. That's a good question. Cause I don't know. Hold on, let me. I'm going through my subscriptions, y'all. I gotta hold on.
Y'all gotta hold on, y'all.
Okay, so if I'm on YouTube, I kind of teeter between trans and like esoteric videos. So I wouldn't really say it's really much of an inspiration, but yeah. So there's some dude named Pablo guy. So like I don't follow him on Instagram. I don't kind of want to be weird or nothing. But I like Pablo guy. He's dope. Jason Ditto. He doesn't really focus on too much of specifically trans things, but I've seen some of his videos. But like I said, like that just goes back to a lot of like black trans men channels. Like it's like they're usually like
shout them out, bro. Shout them out.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I'm gonna shout you out. Like so, what I'm saying is so like black trans men don't really have platforms like a lot of what is this? Because I was just Tyler Downing or something. Like that. We don't have those platforms. So when let's see, like when I go to YouTube, I'm typing in black FTM or like black trans man, and this is all that comes up. Yeah, I watch them. I watch a lot of them. Matter of fact, I've watched so many that I got to scroll down there to the bottom of the list just to find something I ain't seen before.
But white people don't have a bottom of the list.
Yeah.
So
what?
That part.
You can watch somebody transition from people coming out with like they got like 6 and 5 year updates and like 20,000. I'm not hating, but all I'm saying is like one of the main reasons why I started this channel is because like if I go to a black FTM, I don't want to see an update video from a year ago. Or if I do see that from a year ago, can I also see it, something from a month ago or last week or 2 days ago? Something
recent.
Yeah, something like that.
Current stuff.
I want to be able to follow it. And, that's pretty much what I'm doing this for you.
It's for y'all.
See, like 3 years, 2 years.
Yeah. Guys, this is ridiculous right here.
Well, that's a week ago, but I don't even watch. See, like, here's something.
Black Trans TV is where it's at. What kind of title?
Like, my thing is, that's another thing. Why is it when I type in black FTM, I got Caucasians. Like, I'm not hating. Like, this. So when I need representation, I need somebody who at least remotely looks like me. Like, because everybody's experiences are different. Like, it could be like anything. Like, I want to know what does the male pattern baldness look like with kinky hair, like where you got to comb your stuff out. You got to put coconut oil and shea butter and comb it out and wash it, like something like that.
So I actually thought that was the last question, but I skipped over another question. So, and this one I think is very important to the general community of black people. Especially, I'll say black people especially. So what can cis hetero individuals do to be an ally? Because I don't even want to say help, because help sounds like helplessness, but what can we do?
The little things count, and I honestly say that. So the little things count. You know, not calling somebody a faggot. You know, not calling.
Please stop. Can I say something about that?
Oh yeah.
Please stop using that fucking word.
Yo, the word faggot is so bad. I didn't even know what it was when I was little. This is my mother who has raised me in the church and who had told me to. Shit, I said the word faggot one time. And she said, don't you ever let me hear that word come out your mouth again. I said, why? It's just a word. She said, no, it's not just a word. That is something derogatory. So we talk about a Holy Ghost filled laying hands on type of woman raised in the church who believe in Leviticus, who don't care. She believe what the Bible say and what the Bible say, from whether it be from Genesis to the book of Revelation. And she would slap the taste out your mouth. You said the word faggot. So respect. Yo, respect is the bottom line. Stop. You know, thinking people is just off the wall weird, because I mean, you know, some of y'all weird.
Weird.
Some of y'all
weird as hell.
Some of y'all I would not stick around.
No.
I wouldn't even say hey to my.
But look, we're gonna wrap this up. You ready for one? It's on you.
Alright, so y'all thanks for tuning in. This is my man Will.
Will.
And I hope
y'all will see me again.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, bro. Just come on. I'm pretty sure I have some more videos.
We lit. Alright. Y'all have a great day.
Alright.